Okay, I'm back again. So, if you are watching this video now, then you should have finished the first part of the lesson, which was to complete the worksheets on finding your conflict style. Now, I'm giving you the instructions for how to do the Unit 2 product. Okay, so here we go. Move myself up to the top corner there. Okay. So here are the instructions. The first thing you need to do, remember when you made your identity web? So that's going to be part of the unit product. I want you to recreate that and maybe try to, if you didn't do such a great job on it the first time, try to make it better this time and be sure to include all different aspects of your identity. Like, what is it that makes you you? So like besides obvious things like I'm a son, I'm a daughter, I'm a brother, I'm a friend, like what are the other things that you're involved with? Are you in a sports team or a dance troupe, or even do you just like to dance? Are you in some kind of a youth movement or any other thing that you're involved with? Is this like part of your identity? Is this a social group that you are a part of? What are other conspicuous parts of your personality? Like, does everybody know about you that you are the one who's always cracking jokes, or that you are deathly afraid of snakes? Okay, so like that might be something that you feel is like really a part of your identity. So if it is, then go ahead and put that into your identity web. Other things like your passions or your fears or whatever, like all these different sides of yourself should all be a part of your identity web. So that's going to be the first section of, or the first, let's say, number 1 of section 1 of the unit product. The second, number 2 of section 1 is you need to choose a motto towards conflict. And this can be something that you either make up or you can choose a quote from the internet. But if you do, make sure it's something that you connect to really strongly. Don't just be like, okay, here's a nice quote, I'll include that. And if you do choose a quote, then make sure that you cite your source. Like, who are you quoting? Okay, don't pretend like you said something when somebody else actually said it before you. And of course, go on and explain why you connect to this motto. Why have you chosen that as your motto? What does it mean to you? Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3 in section 1 is, what is your conflict style? So you remember you just completed those worksheets on finding your conflict style. Okay, so go back to those worksheets now, and I want you to submit a well-written paragraph explaining the results of those worksheets. So did you see any patterns? Explain those patterns. And if there aren't any patterns, then that's also kind of a pattern. Like, what does that mean about you? What do you think that all of this reveals about your style of confronting conflict, or maybe avoiding conflict? Okay, so 1, 2, and 3, those are section 1 of the product. Section 2 is writing an essay about, like, reflecting on Erikson's theory of the stages of psychosocial development. So I want you to write an essay up to 250 words, or about 250 words, and I want you to relate to all of the following points. First of all, I want you to observe a person in an intrapersonal or interpersonal conflict. It can be a sibling, a peer, a family member. Okay, it could be yourself even if you want to reveal something about yourself. First, what stage of psychosocial development is the person in? What is the conflict about? And how do you think the person can overcome this conflict? Okay, next in the essay, how does Erikson's theory help you understand relationships around you better? Like, what, in what way does Erikson's theory sort of give you a new perspective on viewing people and relationships and things? Finally, what do you think about this idea in Erikson's theory that if a person fails a stage, that they cannot move forward until they meet that challenge? Do you think a person who has not succeeded in passing a stage would always stay stuck in it, or can they move on and still have a normal, productive life? How can a person correct failing a stage? Okay, so I want you to take all of these different parts, section 1 and section 2, write them up all in a document, and I want you to submit that to the Google Classroom. I want you to try to complete the work today during our lesson. However, if for some reason you have not finished it, you can still submit it by the time we start our lesson next week, a week from today. So what would that be, like November 11th, I guess. Okay? And since I have your attention here, I am going to go ahead and show you quickly the next part of the lesson. Okay, so you're going to view this video, which is a video that was sent to us. I don't know why it can't be loaded right now, but it was sent to us by our friends in Germany. And then you are going to submit your ideas on Padlet of how we can create a video to send back to them and what we should do for this video. So I hope you guys have fun with our lesson, and if you have any questions, go ahead and contact me. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. How do I turn this off? Oops. Am I still recording? Still recording. Okay, I can't seem to turn this off. My mouse isn't working. How do I make it stop?